Hello everyone, I'm going to show you guys how to make the project that we're doing in Illustrator. Now I'm not intending for you guys to copy me, I'm just showing you some of the useful tools and kind of how to use them with the project. I don't want to get charged with academic dishonesty, that's not what this is about. I just kind of want to show you guys, help you guys along with your project. So what we're going to do is we're going to open Adobe Illustrator, we're going to create a new file, and we want our width to be 15 centimeters and our height to be 15 centimeters. We're going to name this something cool. It's going to be Stripes 2 Electric Boogaloo. And none of the other things really matter since we're working in black and white. So I'm going to press OK. And it creates for us an artboard. Now we're working all on one layer here. We shouldn't really have to be working with multiple layers. I'll make a few. We'll do 3 layers. We'll start on layer 1, and we're going to use the square tool. We're going to click once on the square tool, and that will allow us to make a rectangle. So the height, we want it to be 15 centimeters, and I don't know what width you guys use. It really just matters what formula you used when we were working on that. I'm going to use 0.6 centimeters. That's just going to be me, alright, and that's going to be black. And we're gonna make sure that we take away the stroke. So if you're on the fill, it's going to start out with you on fill. You're going to click to the stroke, and you're going to take out the stroke. You're going to make none for the stroke, because otherwise you will have slightly different figures. Now you're going to want to line it up perfectly. If you don't already have this on, go to View, Smart Guides, and Snap to Point. That way it'll be a lot easier since we're working in squares. You'll be able to see these things that say path. You'll be able to look at all the blue line shenanigans stuff. Now we're gonna drag this over, right? We're gonna move this over. And no, we're not. Sorry, I'm sorry, team. My bad. We want to make 12 of these, right? And I'm not gonna make exactly 12. I don't remember the exact length or width to use. So we're going to make another square that's going to be the spacer. It's going to be the white section in our thing. It's going to show us how far we need to keep our black things away from each other. So we're going to click again, and I believe it might be 1 centimeter. I could be wrong. No, it's 7 centimeters. It's 0.7 centimeters. Sorry, team. It doesn't really matter as long as you have to use your own width that you were using. Don't copy mine, please. That would be great. There we go. So now we have our black space and our white space. And we need 12 of these, right? We need 12 of the black spaces. So we're going to option drag. So what I just did there, it's called option dragging, and you highlight both of the objects you want, you press option or alt on Mac or alt on PC, and you drag until they line up perfectly. Now we're going to do my favorite thing of all time, and we're going to press Command D a few times. Command D or Control D. And remember, I was using exactly the same dimensions I need to be. This is just to show you guys. Control D or Command D is the key you use to copy the last thing you just did. So if I were to make a rectangle, and if I were to drag it and press Command D, it would just do that over again and over again. And it's really useful for this project. So since those spaces that we have, we don't really need them. They're just kind of there for show. They're just for funsies. So I'm going to delete them so that we can look through our objects. I'm just going to go through them and cut them to pieces by clicking on them and then pressing delete. It's not very hard. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, that's just a chore. Okay, so this is going to be our top layer. So drag your layer. If you use layers, you don't need to use layers. It just might help you to get organized. Drag your layer 1 all the way to the top. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make a group. We're going to make all of these objects that are different the same object. So if I drag this over there, don't do that. If I drag that over there, it stays over there. It doesn't stay in the same place relation to all the other black rectangles. So I'm going to do something called grouping. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to go to group, and I'm going to click on group. And grouping means that if I drag this shape, it moves it in relation to all the other shapes. It makes it a group. pretty easy to understand. If anything bad happens and you want to step back a step, you can go to Edit, Undo Move, or Command Z. I love Command Z. It's my stuff. Now, we're going to make another, we're going to copy this group, right? So Option Drag. We're going to copy this group because we're going to need it later for a couple different things. Copy the group. You can do it. Now, we're going to make a 5 centimeter by 5 centimeter square. And this is very important because this 5 centimeter by 5 centimeter square is our little window that we're looking through. And it'll convert to inches. No big whoop. This 5 centimeter square, we're going to make it a wonky color so it stands out, so we'll know where it is. And we want to get it in the center of what we're doing here. We want it kind of, there we go. That's center-ish. Now it should tell you the center. I'm not being super precise. Like if you drag it around, there's all these little, there's that little X in the center. You can make it more aligned by clicking on the Align palette. It should be under Window, Align. You click on that, and then the Align palette will show up, and you click on the horizontal align center, vertical distribute center, horizontal distribute, and vertical align, and that should keep your object in the center, like exactly where it needs to be. Should be Gucci. Now, we're going to do, oh my god, disaster. Sorry team, looks like we're going to have to ungroup your objects. That was my bad. I skipped a step. So, it's still salvageable, no big deal, just ungroup. Right click and then go to ungroup. We're going to option drag off one of these squares so that we can use it for later, because we're going to be needing to use this square a lot, and this square will go away after what we're doing with it. So we're going to click on this square, and we're going to shift click on the first black rectangle that the square intersects with. We're going to go to the Pathfinder tool. So window, Pathfinder, and if it's not up, click on it, and it'll take you to the Pathfinder palette. We're going to do what is called minus front. It is super nifty because look, whoa, just cuts out the thing that's in front from the thing that's in back. Isn't that snazzy? We're going to option drag the square up to where the old one was, exactly where the old one was. We're going to shift click on the next rectangle, and we're going to do minus front again. And we just repeat this. You can't press Command D for this because the code won't work. It's just, you just got to do this by hand. It's a little bit of a chore, but you can do it. Just lining it up. It's not impossible, just takes a little bit of time. There are people that can do this a lot better than me, but they're not your friends, so they're not helping you. I'm your friends, and I'm helping you. Okay, so now we got our little space open, right? We got ourselves some window. And what we need now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to a different layer. We're going to go to layer 3. We're going to select all of these objects. We're going to copy them again. We're going to shift click on both of these things that we've just made, and we're going to drag them on down to layer 3, dragging them to the pits of Hades. Click on one of these objects and drag it back to where it's, supposed to be. And click on this never mind. Don't listen to me. Click on this object and drag it down to layer 2 and slide it up over yonder so that it's behind the squares. So it fits up with all your squares. So it looks nifty. It looks good. Now you're going to want to take your black squares on layer 3 or in the center layer. Doesn't matter. You can rename them. You're going to make them white. And you're going to put them wherever you want them. You can arrange them however you want. It doesn't really matter. You need to do this first. You need to figure out how you want it rotated, how you want this to work. You want to figure out how you want your objects to be angled. I'm gonna go with that, and we're gonna keep this black square because it's important. This green square. We're gonna drag it down to whatever layer these are on, which should be the center layer for you guys. Option drag your green square up over that square, shift-click on both of these things, and press Command 7. And that will make a clipping mask to keep your object in the center. That's how you do that. It's not hard at all. And you're going to want to go back to layer 2, or the bottom layer, Option drag. Oh my god, is it not grouped? You need to group it. Sorry team, that's my bad. It's my bizzle. Gonna lock layer 1, lock layer 3, so we're not touching any of the other layers. We're gonna option drag all of these things. They should be all grouped. They are grouped, okay. And we're going to figure out how we want them rotated. And we're gonna do the same thing with Command 7. I want it like that, because that's just how I roll. We're going to make this layer. We're going to click on layer 1, and we're going to make a new layer so that we're pulling these objects above all the other objects. We're going to lock layer 2. We're going to get the square. We're going to click, and we're going to make it the size of our entire artboard. So we're going to make it 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters. Make it a wonky color, just any crazy color. Slide it over your entire artboard. Click, shift-click on this, on your black squares, rectangles, and shift-click on that. And press Command 7, making that what's it called, the clipping mask. Now we just need to delete this here square by unchecking all of those and pressing delete. File, save. This is how you always want to save it, and I'm going to name it Stripes 2 Electric Boogaloo. I'm naming it and saving it. You know, it doesn't really matter. But this is what matters. This is the most crucial step to this entire project is file export. You want to file export, and you want to file export it as PNG. PNG. You don't want JPEG. You don't want any other color. You don't want anything. You want PNG. PNG is the best. Okay, then press export, and it will be, say, high resolution. You always want high resolution, because, like, this is your project. You want to look good. High resolution, none of the other stuff matters except for background color is transparent. Press OK, and then you're good to print, and it will print on your nice white paper, and it will look fantastic. Good job, everyone. I will see you later.